In certain regions of Africa, especially in rural and forested areas, people have developed a unique method for locating wild beehives by working together with a bird called the honey guide. This small bird has a rather extraordinary behavior. It seeks out humans and actively encourages them to follow it. This is not accidental or random. It's a learned behavior passed down through generations of honey guides. The bird benefits by gaining access to the wax and larvae after the humans break open the hive. When venturing into the forest, honey hunters usually prepare for a long walk, often several kilometers through thick vegetation. They carry simple equipment, long poles, axes, and containers. But since it's tiring to hold tools in your hands the whole way, many simply rest their gear across one shoulder to keep their hands free for other tasks like climbing or clearing branches. Before they begin searching, they must attract a honey guide. To do this, some cultures use whistling sounds passed down through oral tradition, while others use tools. For instance, one common technique involves shaking a small iron or brass ring, which emits a jingling sound the birds associate with potential honey collection. These birds are surprisingly good at their job. They don't just find accessible hives, they often guide hunters to nests located very high up, sometimes in trees, towering over 20 meters. These nests are typically found quite high above ground, making access difficult without experience in climbing. Wild hives are usually found in naturally sheltered spaces, often in cavities formed in old trunks or thick branches. These areas, primarily made of wood, provide insulation and protection for the colony. Once the honey is harvested, the job isn't over. Inside the hive, a thick layer of golden wax remains. This byproduct is scraped out and collected. It can be melted down and used to make candles, seal containers, or even sold at markets. It's too valuable to leave behind. While humans take most of the honey, they don't consume every bit. The honey guide bird is patient. It waits until the humans finish and then swoops in to consume a smaller share. Typically, it eats what's left, some wax or insect larvae. However, not everything about this traditional practice is safe. Bees are naturally defensive, so people often rely on something to help. To calm the bees and make the harvest safer, locals blow smoke into the hive area. Aside from bees, there are serious threats from the natural surroundings. Some honey hunters have been seriously injured or even killed by elephants, especially if they unknowingly walk into their territory. These wild animals can be unpredictable and extremely dangerous if startled. Even so, most trips are successful. After collecting the honey, people carry the harvest back in large buckets, sometimes balancing them on their heads or using straps. The total weight depends on the hive's size, but even a single hive can yield several liters. The honey itself varies in taste, texture, and color depending on the plants the bees visit. Bees feed on nectar from a wide array of local plants, which influences the final product. This explains why honey from different areas or seasons can taste completely different.